In Stout, where are you?
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies, produced by L&K Productions.
We don't hear that on Zoom. Are we supposed to hear that on Zoom?
Hear what on Zoom?
That was the question I was going to ask. Hear what on Zoom?
The music player to play live from Tony Wallow Studios.
Nope,
No.
You're not supposed to hear it on Zoom. If you heard it, you had a YouTube tab open somewhere.
Where do witches go on vacation?
But then again, a while ago, I was sitting here watching, and your box was lit up like you were talking, and not one word was being heard. So I'm not real sure what that was all about.
You talking about me?
Mm-hmm.
Probably because, well, I was muted, but I was playing a video. That might have been, I don't know. I was muted, though. Where do witches go on vacation?
Who's going on vacation?
I said, where do witches go on vacation?
Well, I don't know.
Bahamas.
Greg, I think your TV's coming through just a little bit.
I got it turned down.
Somebody's still coming through. I'm hearing something. I'm trying to watch the boxes and see if I can determine where it's at. Anyway, let's get going. I see Alex is here, Chris is here, Wintermute's here, and Greg is here. Looked like Greg just barely got beat out tonight by 15 minutes being first into the chat room.
Yeah.
Can't beat Tony.
Yeah, can't. Mike Paradin says he'll try to be on Zoom a little bit later, or he'll try to be on Zoom. Robert Michael says hello, and Yvonne's Random Thoughts joins us in the chat room. Good to see Yvonne. I poke in her channel every now and then. Try to support everyone that I can that supports me. So if you do stuff, that is. I mean, if you have a channel and you don't do anything, obviously I'm not going to go sit there and look at no videos or anything. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Doing great.
I'm trying to figure out why I got notification today of Carrie's stream yesterday on my iPhone.
Yeah, me too.
You know, with this
Today.
I probably got the update to the YouTube, and I looked for Carrie's stream yesterday. It showed he was live. I could not find it. I couldn't find the thing. There was no, I don't know.
Kind of got the feeling YouTube's going through some growing pains right now.
I mean,
it's something. I mean,
there's no way to sort the list by date or anything. It's
no,
crazy.
It's pretty messed up. It kind of struck me as interesting. Something about 13th gen on a 12th gen motherboard or something like that. I believe it was.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm not crazy. I remember what I read, so I kind of chalked it up to, oh, well, I was half asleep from my nap, but apparently I wasn't. Alex, what are you researching? You've got that look on your eyes, and we can see the reflection in your glasses. As he turns.
Carrie had to flash the BIOS.
Oh.
A way that I would never do.
PH Ringer says Carrie's stream was members only.
What is that way that you would never do?
That's why.
Doing it with, there's he had the CPU in it. It would not post. There's a button on the motherboard. You put the updated flash. You put the updated BIOS on the flash drive. This FAT, whatever, FAT32 or whatever. And you put the flash drive in the USB port push that button on the motherboard and it will
I
light up and
apologize
it's
to
flashing.
YouTube for that.
But you
sneeze.
don't
I
have
couldn't-
nothing on the
I don't know
monitor
how to
or
mute
nothing.
YouTube
You
yet.
don't have no way to
I did
watch
get
it.
Zoom muted.
I just like to see what's going on.
I'm sure he does too, but that in that particular case, that was the only way you could do it.
That's the only way to do it without a CPU.
I would have temporarily put another CPU in, but or you just left it alone. Or put the regular CPU in.
That makes me wonder if I got notification. Oh, that makes sense now. If yesterday was members only,
Yeah,
then I bet today he released it to the general public, and that's why I got the notification.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
that
so.
makes sense. Okay.
And I got that. Come think about it. I just remembered. I got that notification this morning too.
Yeah. Okay. That I figured out. There's Jeff Ryman joining us from the city of Sin.
Yes.
Yes.
He
I
said
wish
he's
I was
gonna-
young enough to enjoy the sin.
He said he's gonna give out.
Now let's remember this is a family-friendly channel.
Yeah, we're too old to send.
He was gonna give out Windows keys. He would have been a member for 3 months.
Oh,
I'd take him up on that offer. So real quick, as most of you know, today is November 1st, and that's the day the new company took over at Lorna's work. The first thing they discovered, and I don't want to say anything that they were warned about this, but they were warned about this. Time clock doesn't work. Because it's like
What don't work?
the time clock. Nobody can clock in or out. They were warned. It was brought up.
Well, they got a mess in. How they keep up with the hours?
Well, there was a note on the time clock saying, "Do not use this after 10:31. Write your hours down and turn it into the lady there, and she'll do it." Even though they send a link out that they can log into the new one now, they want them to do that. I tried to let them know that new company, you're not going to use the old clocking system because that's linked to the old company. What do I know? It was kind of funny to sit there and watch people try to clock in and out, though, and couldn't read the sign on it that says "Do not use." Sometimes I just got to shake my head and wonder and like, what? I mean, how do these
well,
people...
some people don't really. I remember a thing that happened, God, 20, 30 years ago now. I don't remember when. On the interstate someplace at a rest stop. Want to get a drink of water. There's a water fountain there. And a little sign that says you have to push and hold the button for the water to come out.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So, I mean, I'm standing in line behind this lady and she keeps going, ching, 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 ching. And I finally pointed it out to her, said, "It says you got to push and hold." She says, "Oh, I never read signs." Okay.
Did she get the message after that and push the button and hold it?
She did.
Okay.
But made me wonder. I didn't want to embarrass her or anything. And
Sure.
maybe she was illiterate. And,
Yeah.
And so I never said anything else. I mean, because that happens at times and you shouldn't embarrass people.
Oh, no. Or try not to anyway. Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you shouldn't embarrass people on purpose.
True.
At least.
Very true.
So.
I think I showed that one already. I'm waiting for some new chat to show up.
I got a technical question when we get some more of our computer guys.
Oh, go ahead. I'm here. I got you all the technical knowledge you need right here.
I'm going to wait a little bit.
I don't blame you.
Where's that tech talk background?
Well, I got to get that before I ask my question. So
Let's open
Got
the
winter
floor
music
up
here.
for technical questions now. Hold on. We'll get it there. Jeez. Here we go.
Okay.
And we are now officially
Jeff has
open
one,
for
too.
Tech Talk. Or
All
Tech
right.
Talk.
Well, I
depending-
mentioned the other night I had a 2 terabyte drive that I back up stuff to, and it switched to red from blue on its little
Yes.
capacity bar. And,
Yes.
you know, everybody said that just means it's getting full.
Yes.
I couldn't find any place yet where it says what percentage that is. Greg told me 80% the other night, and I have no reason to doubt that. But anyway, so I have a couple of new drives in reserve that I had bought on sale at Costco when they were on sale, 5 terabyte. So I get one out and I hook it up to my new build and look at it, and it is roughly 5 terabyte. I mean, it's the 4.54 or something,
Right.
but that's
Yeah.
you count it as 1,000 when it's really 1024 and all of that jazz.
Yep.
But it's formatted as exFAT, not NTFS. So I do a little snooping around, and both of them are usable. A couple of sites claim that NTFS is better if you're going to use it with Windows. So the question is, should I reformat the drive to be NTFS?
No, you don't need to.
You can convert it.
Oh, go ahead. Who was that? Sorry.
That sounded like Chris.
Yeah,
You
well,
use partition software and convert it.
I don't know if it'll.
Is there anything on it?
There's a convert function for some things. I'm not sure if it's will convert this or not. That was another thing I saw, but it would just be if there was a slight performance advantage. Both exFAT, if I understand what I read correctly, will actually handle larger capacities than NTFS, even though it was originally developed for SD cards.
Yeah, exFAT's newer than MTFS, but it's also more portable. Like if you ever work with Macs.
Right, if you work with a Mac will do it, and you need special drivers with a Mac for NTFS.
But if you're not doing it, it's not a boot drive. It doesn't really matter. I mean,
no, I mean it's just for backup, external.
That's
The
why
Seagate.
Windows boot drives have to be NTFS, but external can be exFAT. It's fine.
Well, you can boot from an exFAT. I read. Anyway, here's the thing. I mean,
did the box say Mac ready?
well, all of
worry
these
about
drives you can use with Mac. When you read the fine print, they used to say you have to reformat it for Mac. But anyway, here's the thing. 5 terabyte backup plus portable from Seagate.
So
I
you have
know I
two
don't
of
have
them,
to
right?
redo it.
You
I
have
was
two.
just wondering if there was any advantage to reformatting it.
You have 2 of them.
Yeah, well, I actually have got 3 of them.
Oh, okay. Well, you could reformat one of them and then test the difference. Do a speed
There's,
test.
What I
don't
do,
think
I
you're
keep
going to
2
see much
backups.
difference at all.
Yeah, my
Limiting
older
factor
ones,
is
the
the
2
USB.
terabyte drives, I had 3 of those that I use regularly, and I keep 2 of them in the office, and I rotate one of them in and out of my safe deposit box off site occasionally, so that I won't lose more than a week or 2 of stuff at the most. And these are not image backups. These are do my daily backups, just use an X copy. And it's just data files basically.
Mhm.
And stuff I download. I mean, and I've got a couple big folders on them from that whole stuff from where I worked in the past, stuff that I worked on myself and just wanted to keep a copy of, that sort of thing. It just holds odds and ends of stuff, but no image backups. I have other drives I do those on.
All right.
And I could redo with what I have on here, and I save all the files I install software with. I could redo everything from scratch if I had to and still get back to where I was, even without an image backup, although an image backup makes it quicker.
I see Mike joins us and Gary joins
Mike.
us. Hi, Mike. Hi, Gary's pictures.
Hey, you hear me?
We hear you,
Yes.
Mike. Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
So Gary, did you hear my question earlier?
No, I was actually.
I have some new 5 terabyte drives. My 2 terabytes are getting pretty full, and they came formatted as exFAT rather than NTFS. And I was just wondering if there was any advantage to reformatting them as NTFS. I know I don't have to, and the consensus is I don't need
I bet you got the Western Digital.
Seagate.
No, I got the Western Digital and I reformatted mine to NT file system.
Yeah,
Is there
these
an advantage?
are
I have no clue. Stab it.
Seagate Backup Plus Portable. Bottom on when they were on sale at Costco.
Yeah, I got one of those too. I think they were 85 or 905, maybe 85.
Yeah, something like that. 85 on sale
I
for
thought-
5 terabyte, and you don't need a power supply. All that's jazz.
Yep, I got one of those too. I haven't even opened it yet.
Well, I just opened one of them today. I've got 3 of them.
But yeah, I normally, I mean, just have it. Of course, I do most of my flash drives that are over 128 gig. I do those NTFS also. That's what I've been using.
exFAT I read was originally developed for SD cards and such as that.
Yep.
But it actually
Does it
will
use the
format
100
larger drives than NTFS will, if I understand what I read on Wikipedia correctly.
That's what I understand also.
Exabyte range, petabyte range, something up in there. Not that I have any drives that big.
Yeah, something like 32 exabytes. I mean, it's outrageous
Yeah.
because of the NTFS race. I mean, it's a 4 gig, 4K sector, and it's always nice when you have a text file that has "Hello World" in it.
Yeah, big
course,
sectors.
you and I use-
waste more space if you have a lot of small files.
Well, my favorite, I was writing something the other day. I mean, some notes. And I mean, literally, it was for home. I mean, no, for work, home. Anyway, I have a document that has one line in it. And good old Word saves it as 12K no matter what you do. Just if it's a document or docx.
Uh,
I had like 10 of them because they were small. They were just like,
yeah.
literally less than a sentence. And I went 12K each one.
All right. Well, that's all the tech stuff I'm going to talk tonight, hopefully.
Actually, today, everything personal business, personal, everything work. There was no new rules or laws that we had to test company-wide today anywhere.
Oh, well, that's a slow day, right?
Seriously, I mean, nothing.
Are
I mean,
you
we
happy
had-
now, Ken?
Huh?
Where'd you get your other tech background, Ken?
I just did a Google search for "Let's Talk Tech" images.
Okay.
Are you happy now, Ken? I finally on the bandwagon now.
I see that. I appreciate that. Let's get Jeff on the bandwagon, shall we?
What now?
Yeah, hold on. I'll send it to you.
They did Halloween yesterday at the Pitcher's house, as you said, Ken.
Well, I mean, if I want to get on the Las Vegas bandwagon.
There you go. Why do you keep
That's
doing
from,
Betty Boop? Let's do.
The burlesque show that's here in town. And they,
It-
I know, and they
Poor Mike can't do a background with his computer because it's too old.
Hey Jeff, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Why do you like Betty Boop? I like Betty Page better.
I don't know. I know who both of them are.
Huh?
I know who the both of them are.
I think Betty Boop
this one is there's one place in town that still does burlesque, and they it is like it was. They have comics like they did, and these sort of ladies and this sort of thing. No complete nudity.
No, I actually like the ones you're talking about.
So Alex just said something. His computer's so old he can't put a background on his Zoom.
That is correct. We've already explored this, discussed this.
Really?
You just slept since then. You can't remember.
Can he show himself on it?
Yeah, Mike's got his camera on. He's fine.
His computer is a second generation i5, and you can't do a virtual background with anything less than I think like a
virtual. Okay, I thought you.
fifth
Okay,
or sixth generation processor.
I believe. Okay, I thought you said picture. I went, no, picture's just a JPEG out there. No.
Well, you can't use them as a virtual background in Zoom.
So you need a 6th gen?
I believe the limit.
I think I've done it with a 3rd gen before.
I believe no, I have a 3rd generation laptop, and I can't do it with a 3rd generation laptop. So I believe the limit is like is at least 5. I think the limit's at least 5. Anything less than a 5 or maybe a 6, you can't do it.
The things you learn. I'll probably forget them in the morning because it's been so pointed out to me again.
How about going to before the night's over?
Let
alone morning.
Next 10 minutes or so. I don't know the truth.
I've got an old folks bumper sticker image someplace, and talking about senility, and it ain't so bad. You can hide your own Easter eggs and whatnot.
BH Ringer says Betty Rubble's kind of cute. Just don't tell Bam Bam I said that. That's funny.
Oh, now there's another Firefox update. I just got a message that said it couldn't download.
You mean don't tell Pebbles?
He says don't tell Bam Bam, but I would think he wouldn't want to tell
Bam
Barney,
Bam was
but...
Pebbles' boyfriend. He should have said Barney, I would think. But...
Or say Pebbles Rubble's pretty cute. Kind of cute. That was
Instead of arguing about the virtual background, I went to Zoom. They, for 1080p background with virtual background at 1080p, they suggest i5 5000 or higher or i7 2000 or higher. So I don't know if that's what they say. They, don't call if it's not that.
And Mike's got a what you said, Alex?
Second, his is I believe it's a 2nd generation i5.
So that'd be a 2000. Don't call.
Yeah, not close enough. All right. We could set him up with the green screen, though. The real green screen. Right?
Or
that would work. I mean,
that's what I got. He can have my son and daughter picture.
Oh yeah, we could send you. That's what we'll do, Mike. We'll send you various pictures to put up. Oh, you can't do that because your virtual background don't work.
Image on Zoom support. Image only without a green screen. Intel Core i3 5000 or higher. Intel Core i5 3000 or higher. Intel Core i7 3000 or higher. Intel Core i9 8000 or higher.
So I got a question,
AMD,
Mike. Are you able to? I'll ask in a minute.
No, I was going to say it says AMD 8 logical cores, 2 gigahertz or higher.
Well, I was just wondering if he even gets the option to click in Zoom on the little caret to choose a virtual background, and then where it says I have a green screen, if that pops up or not. Does he even get the option to try to put a virtual background in there?
1 second, I'm going to try.
Okay.
I think the option for have a green screen does appear.
Yeah, it should be lesser. Work on lesser CPUs.
He tries to download to me, but I have my camera disabled in the BIOS, so the doesn't think I have a camera.
So I did watch the movie Black Adam last night with Dwayne Johnson. It's pretty good. It's the first of what's going to be many, many movies.
Wait a minute. No, isn't there another movie like that? I'm not trying to be funny. My wife and I were talking about yesterday. Is Black Adam the Marvel one, or is there another one?
Black Adam's DC, and you're probably thinking of the Wakanda Forever, which comes out on the 11th of November, which was the oh sure, now I can't remember what that guy was. Come on, Greg, help me out. Marvel. Ah, I hate getting old. Anyway, B.A. Stringer says he's only running a Pentium M with virtual screen work, so.
Virtual screen or virtual background?
Virtual, I said screen, he said background. This is going to drive me up a wall. Hold on a minute. I thought it was
BH,
pretty
if you hear me, 1080 or 720?
Black Panthers is the Marvel Universe one. And Black Adam, there's a twist in it.
It's a DC.
It's DC.
DC.
And the way that it ends is, I will just say that Dwayne Johnson's character, Black Adam, meets a very recognizable DC Comics figure.
I think they've talked about it. I think it's on a.
Well, if you guys guess it, I'll let you know. But
I thought it was Superman, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not a comics person.
See that wonderful hint I gave? He knew right away it was Superman.
No, I think I've read that already. That it's never mind.
Yeah,
but anyway,
the last guy who played Superman.
It ends with it. The way the movie ends, the lady from S.H.I.E.L.D., which I can't think of her name right now, she tells him, look, you stay in your part of the world, do your thing, we won't bother you, don't bother us. If you don't, I'll send people to stop you. And he literally crosses his arms and goes, nobody can stop me. And she goes, oh, I have alien friends and we can stop you. And he goes, bring them. So she fades out, a bunch of smoke rolls in, and then appears Superman, and he goes, we need to talk. And that's how it ends. So there'll be another one come out. And another, and another.
If 10
the guy
people
who played Superman had an interview, and basically he said that he's going to be the next Superman character in a big movie again. So he's going to stay doing the character.
Yeah.
And he got to decide which Superman uniform he wore for the little cameo at the end of Black Adam.
Yeah, that was who it was. So, hi, Rick.
Hello.
Hey, Rick.
Hello.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I've heard the Rock. Well, Johnson's is good. The other one sucks.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. I thought
his
was
is good.
Movie.
The other one.
It was kind of predictable.
The other one.
The other what? Black Panther.
Yeah, it's an advanced screen that supposedly sucks. To the reviewers.
Black Adam got pretty panned by the critics. I don't know. I've never seen it myself. So,
Long Dog says he's lost tonight, growing up in all this ancient technology.
Let's put it this way: if The Rock's in it, even I'll go see it.
He's had a few good movies. I can't think of anything that wasn't.
I like Dwayne Johnson's movies where he plays with kids as characters.
He plays in a movie with kids.
Yeah. He does. Yes, he just does tremendous in those. I really like those movies.
I actually liked it. What was it? And the one with Robin Williams sucked. Jumanji. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't like. When that Robin Williams did the first one, or
Robin Williams did the first one. Yeah,
I thought his sucked, but the one with The Rock I thought was pretty good.
Hey. Haven't seen that one. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I haven't seen
Jack Black, Dwayne Johnson, one of the Jonas Brothers.
And the girl was Gomez, maybe?
I can't think who the girl was.
Jonas Brothers are here in Vegas right now. I saw a sign for them the other day. Are going to be here soon.
Who is?
The Jonas Brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. They're on my list of never to see acts. Could care less.
What about the Hudson Brothers? Remember the Hudsons?
Hudson Brothers?
No. Yeah.
No, I remember the Marx Brothers, but not the Hudson Brothers.
Yeah, I remember them.
Were the Hudson Brothers music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that's Katie. What's Katie home? Katie Hudson, whatever his daughter. Goldie Hawn's daughter's dad. That
3
makes
of them. Didn't hear them. I don't remember them.
They made the music, not musical, the family hour shows on TV. You know, like the Cher Show and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, from 1965 to 1981. Okay. Did they have any hits?
I mean, probably, but did you go out and buy it? I doubt it. I did.
Realistic.
Yeah.
Song or two. I don't remember the guys, but that's all right.
So it says their biggest hit was "So You Are a Star." Never heard of it, and it made it to number 21 on the American Billboard 100 and number 5 on the Canadian RPM chart.
They must be Canadian.
Out of Portland, Oregon, yes. Well, they formed in
You never
Portland,
know.
Oregon.
Guys, you see my picture? Yeah, you're in a TV.
You're in a TV, yeah.
But that's not the same thing as a virtual background.
No,
That's
but we're
what they-
making progress. So
we discovered before that he was able to do this. I think that's what they call their avatars or something. It's another kind of virtual thing they have.
Yeah, video filters. So BH Ringer says he's running with something that shouldn't be running it. Oh, isn't that cute? Got like a little postcard effect.
On the Hudson Brothers, just out of curiosity, they had 2 singles only released in Canada, which is weird.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, remember last night when I said I hear a helicopter? I heard a
Yes.
helicopter.
Yes.
It was there was there've been a lot of bad wrecks around me lately. It was a bad wreck. And the dad was killed. The wife has got 2 broke legs. And the kids she's in one hospital and the kids are in another hospital that's like 100 miles away.
Wow.
Wait.
Looks like they would put them they would try to get her to that hospital with her kids. I don't know.
Actually, around here, that's not abnormal. If one was a specialty, you know, maybe a children's hospital and an orthopedic or neurology center.
So you probably heard Lifeline then is what you were hearing.
Yeah.
They might be in the children's. It's Augusta where they at. It might be in a children's hospital where they're at.
Air care flies right over the high rise.
Was it a
Augusta
single car accident, Chris, or multi-car accident?
I think it was 2 cars.
Augusta University Medical Center has a separate big wing for children.
That's what
Where
it
the
was.
state medical school is.
Every time I hear a helicopter, though, I know something's going on.
Yeah, that's where I went to see where my wife and I went for doctors when we lived in Aiken, South Carolina. It's just right across the line in Georgia.
There is a hospital in Detroit called Detroit. Go ahead.
Yeah, the insurance I had then before I retired and got on Medicare, you could pick one state or another for all your doctors. Couldn't cross state lines.
The man that got killed, his brother goes in my church. So that's
Oh, wow.
yeah. Then that family's had a lot happen too.
So real quick football note for the 3 of us that are semi-football fans. The Colts today did 2 stupid things. They fired their offensive coordinator who doesn't even call the offensive plays, and they traded their best running back to Buffalo Bills. And what did they trade for?
Not their best running back.
He was on Sunday. But yeah, I mean,
Jonathan Taylor is their best running back, man. Come on.
Well, yeah.
Naeem Hines was a backup.
Yeah, but who had the better game on Sunday?
Better pass catching running back, sure.
And what did they trade for, though?
A running back. Zach Moss in a 5th round, was it?
Yeah, well, yeah, but they traded a running back for.
Yeah, I don't know why they wanted Zach Moss.
I just found it was kind of funny that they fired their offensive coordinator who doesn't.
I think they wanted to use their
plays.
I think they want to use the guy that was backed up Taylor a couple of weeks ago. What is his name? I have to look it up. But anyway, he had a big game 3 weeks ago, because Hines was out and Taylor was out.
Yeah. You know, they're clearly gonna probably.
But yeah,
tank the rest of the season.
they're giving up on the season.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, when they benched Matt, well, I don't know, Matt Ryan would have helped him, would have saved him, but when they benched him, that's a sign of that. Yeah.
There was a year Detroit Tigers in sports. I think it was 84 or 85, and I'm not going to swear to which one. But they started the season 35-5. Good start. The rest of the way, they played 500 ball. And the next year, they sucked.
So 35-5. So they were 40-40 the last half of the season. No. 35-5.
I think it was 50 and no, it's 60 and 60 or something like that.
Yeah, they play 82 games, so with 42 to 21,
Yeah.
21.
No, I said Tigers. Tigers.
So 182. Yeah, they would have had a good year. That'd have been a good year, actually.
162 they played. They played baseball 162. But the point being is, if you didn't get a 30-game head start, that helps.
Start out 35-5 didn't hurt them. That's for sure. Oh, speaking of baseball, I need to go check to see if the Astros got beat tonight or not.
Who's pitching?
I have no clue. I just know Philadelphia was up big early in the game. 7-0. That was the final. So that puts Philly up 2-1 in the series.
Uh-oh.
They should play again tomorrow night. Yeah, 8 o'clock. And then they'll have a try. We'll see. 2-3-2 format. So that'll be the second one in Philly. So Philly could actually wrap it up in Philly. Yeah, they changed.
This is the World Series, right?
Yep.
Well, that's 4-3, isn't it?
2-3-2 format. 2 at home, 3 on road, 2 at home.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, no, I thought you meant it was 5 games. Sorry.
That was probably the second stupid rule they implemented. The first one was whoever wins the World Series, that's who hosts the first game or whoever wins the All-Star game, that's who hosts the first game of the World Series. So
whatever.
Yeah, it's just dumb. Whatever happened to
Well,
Go ahead.
Baseball of sports is my favorite. I will admit that. I mean, of the football, basketball, hockey. But they've implemented 2 rules. I don't like hockey. I'm sorry, just
That's
me.
Almost
I know BH is probably
like talk there, boy. Hockey. Oh my gosh! I'll be right back. Go ahead.
You like hockey?
I hate hockey.
No, you like hockey? Seriously? Oh, I said I do not like hockey. I like baseball. That's it.
I tolerated it when I was stationed in Korea because it was about the only thing on. Other than that, no, I do not like hockey.
Really?
Yeah. It was either that
The
or
only thing I like
soccer,
about
and I
hockey is the
wasn't going to
fight
follow soccer.
Well, I got in trouble. I went to a fight in hockey.
Hockey in Korea?
Do what, Wintermute?
They have hockey in Korea? They play hockey in Korea?
Oh, no. The Armed Forces television network. That was the sports they showed. No, soccer was huge. Still is. That's just one thing my grandkids are going to play soccer, and it's just going to be hard for me to go, kids, go.
That's football to you Americans.
Yeah. Hi, Sean.
Everybody, yeah.
Hello.
How are you?
All right, I guess.
How's your dad?
Getting worse every day. My mom can't see any improvements. So
She still has a nurse come out?
they haven't approved it yet, and as of Sunday, he's refusing to take his meds. Any of his meds, his pain meds, the meds that the doctor told him to take to try to get better. He's refused to take them, and he sleeps all the time. He refuses to take his meds. He wants to sleep all the time. And I guess Friday, I'm going to have to get up with my mom and take him to the hospital so he can get his feeding tube put in. So I guess Friday is when he's going to get it put in. So
Now they're gonna put it in his stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
He still has it running through his nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they took it out yet or not.
So
What,
is
is it not
someone at least
working,
giving
or?
him some nutrition through the feeding tube?
Yeah, but I guess they found out that it's not going into his stomach. It's going into the place after it goes to his stomach. It goes to another place before it goes to like it peeing or pooping. So I guess
Well, if
they
it
put
goes
it
through the
too
stomach,
far
it
in.
goes
They put it too far in. They
goes
didn't
through
realize
the.
that.
Well, that goes through the duodenum or the duodenum, depending on how you pronounce that. Then.
Yeah, that's where it's going. It's not going into his stomach. They put it in too far. So
I wouldn't think that would matter a whole lot because it's liquid, and the stomach really just works mainly to liquefy solid food in some sense.
yeah, but I did on the other hand build the gaming PC, so that is now built and running. And yeah, so
The question is, have you tried to stream without having the noise that wakes the neighborhood?
no. I've not been in the right mood to do anything right now. Out of nowhere I will just break down and start crying. So
Yeah, that's understandable.
I probably will not be on here very long. But I talked to my aunt and uncle on Saturday. They said that they would make the drive down here if my mom and dad needed them. So they do not like flying. They hate flying. So
Where are they
they
coming from?
drive everywhere. They have a Toyota Prius that's half battery, half gas, and they'll drive from Wichita, Kansas to here. It'll take them probably 3 days because my uncle drives at night and my aunt drives during the day. So
And they're coming from Wichita to Phoenix.
yeah,
They should be
Takes
there
them
in
3
less than
days.
yeah, that's a day's drive.
yeah. So I don't know,
Are
but
they,
they said that they would come down here if my mom needed them.
We
Maybe
did
they'll
that one
find
time. Lauren and I drove. We switched off and drove one time, and yeah, we'll just let it go at that.
maybe they'll find somewhere to charge the
Never
car.
again, man.
Do what, Chris?
I said maybe they'll find somewhere to charge the car because there's not many charging stations.
But he said
that
it's a
car
hybrid,
charges
right?
itself.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it
hybrid.
charges itself.
The Toyota Prius is a hybrid.
Oh, so it's not electric.
No, it's gas and
Oh,
electric. But
okay.
And it is super, super. No, it isn't. Performance. I've driven one
Our
about 2
hybrid
miles.
wasn't too bad. I actually liked our hybrid. We had a Honda Insight, and it was good. I liked it.
I didn't know that Wintermute was talking about something about Vibrant or that computer game Valorant. I didn't last time we were talking, and I didn't know it was free, so I downloaded it too. So I downloaded Fortnite and Valorant. So hopefully I'll try one of those out. And I just ordered another. I just ordered $120 worth of another Intel 512 NVMe, and I ordered another 32 gigs of silicon power. And the silicon power actually works with this AMD processor and board really good. I haven't had no problems with it running it. Basically, what I did was took everything out of that Dell and put it in here so I could make a full computer, and that's what I did, and I've had no problems with it. So I'm gonna leave the Dell at my mom's house with the 512 in it and the 32 gigs of RAM, and yeah, my mom and dad will watch church on it. I'll hook it up to the TV so they can watch church, and so yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that are free to play. Check out.
Yeah, my staff says it's cheating if you use a controller on a computer.
Yeah.
I was like, no, it's not. That's why they make
It's a handicap.
controllers.
It's a handicap. Man. Mouse and keyboard kick your butt. If there's
Oh,
not auto aim.
I tried to play Fortnite with the keyboard. It sucks.
I tried to watch Fortnite for about
That's
30
you,
seconds.
Well, at least you tried to play it. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
even going to try to play it.
Well, I tried to play it
There's a
too.
guy on Twitch that I like to watch. His name's DJ Manny, and he's in the Netherlands, and he plays Fortnite 24/7 lately. And he's just like this blue guy, this blue like jelly looking thing. I don't know how you say it, but I don't know how he looks, but it's his character is funny. Huh?
I was getting ready to ask. You are talking about his character, correct? Not him
Yeah, his
himself.
character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to clarify that because you said he looks funny. Now, why do I have mirroring going on?
I don't think it's me. You're cutting out. Can anybody else noticing that?
Oh, we got other issues going on than me cutting out. I have a mirroring. Wow.
I've been having the reason why I haven't got on Zoom lately. The reason why I haven't got on Zoom lately is because I have this bridge hooked up to my new computer, and for some reason, like every 15-20 minutes, it cuts out for like 2 minutes. The internet just totally goes blank, and then 2 minutes later, it will kick back on, and I don't know why. And I have all the
It's trying to give you a sign and tell you it's time to replace it.
Are you on a switch or something?
No, I'm plugged directly into the router with this bridge.
That's what it sounds like it's doing. Like it's getting, like on a switch, and it switches it off.
But see, I never had that problem with the Dell. The Dell would never cut out like that. It's just since I got this gaming PC, this 5600. But I'm gonna end up putting the one that I got.
Maybe you updated the network driver.
Yeah. I think since my dad is probably not going to use his Ryzen 7 5700G for a while, I'm going to stick it in this machine, and I'm going to take the Ryzen 5 5600G out and put the Ryzen 7 in there. That way I have 8 cores and 16 threads for it. So he's not going to need it for a while. So
this winter I might build a cheap AMD computer. I haven't had one for quite a while, so.
Kroger had a deal on Coke and Pepsi today when I went to go get my monthly.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show featuring the Zoom homies, produced by LK Productions.
Yes, I got the real soda this time, guys, not the fake.
No, the
Barks. The fake cheap soda that
Barks.
Afford.
Yeah, Barks is pretty good root beer.
Oh, it's the only root beer. It's the only root beer with caffeine in it.
Hey, Sean, Kroger brand sodas used to be pretty good.
I bought the Mountain Dew kind, and I didn't realize I got sugar free.
Yeah, the Mountain Dew kind is pretty good on Kroger.
Technical difficulties.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to figure out why. I'm going to shut the introduction off. And for a brief second, it looks like it's supposed to. But then it goes into a mirroring mode. And I don't understand why. Because I didn't
clock's
change.
Pointed to the wrong window or something.
Well, that's what I started the clocks. And that's what caused it. So I shut the clocks off. They're gone.
Okay.
I figured there's no need to have the clocks running. So now I'm looking at my settings in here to see if somehow the clocks. Okay, let's turn the clocks off and just see what happens. Turn the clocks on. Oh, you know what? It is the clocks. With the clocks off, it's not mirroring. When I turn the clocks on, it starts mirroring. All right, so I'm going to turn them off because you guys
You
don't
got
need to
the-
see that nonsense. I'm going to go.
You got your streams up in the clock window. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at it now, and that's exactly what it is. The window for the clocks is Zoom. I don't understand that. So anyway, they're shut off. It'll work. That's fine for now. That was troubling. Thought I was losing my mind for a minute. Now we will have to put up with this for however long it is. Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies, produced by L&K Productions. Wow. Silence in the middle of the show.
So they lost tonight already. So who's pitching tomorrow?
Intro.
Well, I haven't, like I said, I haven't looked into who's doing what. I know
Well, I was
there was
talking
an
myself.
article about, the World Series got rained out tonight. What does that do to the pitching rotation? It does nothing to the pitching rotation. You just move everything up 24 hours and you keep the same pitchers.
Well, I'm assuming because of the Hall of Fame and all that crap for Verlander, they want to get him more pitching. I don't like
I'm
that.
sure, because he still hasn't won a World Series game.
Oh, who's that other guy that he didn't like? They actually had a fist fight once that I saw in person. Scherzer and Verlander.
No idea.
Verlander has a World Series win.
Well, I suppose
that's not what they said the other night when he had a 7-run lead and lost. He said yet to win a World Series game.
No, I think it was Scherzer has one though.
He probably does.
But no, you compare the two; they're like real close, and they started out. Well, not started out, but they both got their big time with the Tigers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which game is this?
World
Fourth
Series,
game.
Philadelphia and Houston.
No, but I mean, which game in the? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or?
Four.
Oh, it's a 7-game series. So
Right,
the first
right.
one to 4 wins, and Philadelphia's up 2-1.
So this is the fourth game.
Tomorrow
Yeah,
night.
coming up.
Yeah,
Right, tomorrow night.
coming up.
I guess it could affect the rotation if one of them had pitched in the first game and gives them another day of rest to put somebody else back in earlier.
Verlander pitched the first game, and he gave up 5 runs in 5 innings.
Okay, well,
I think that's a 9-run, 9 ERA.
well,
That's
probably will not affect the rotation.
He probably, if it goes full 7 games, he should pitch again, though. What, game 5?
Right, I mean, but if he were scheduled to pitch in the 5th game and they were delayed
Right.
a day, then he could pitch in the 4th game instead.
I mean,
Yeah.
as much as I don't like him, he would probably be their ace. This year he didn't have a good. Well, he had a good year, but it was missed a month of the season. So if you pitch him 5th and you have another rainout, maybe you get in the 7th game also, assuming he wins the 5th game.
Yeah.
Or the 4th game, excuse me. Yeah.
Well, the thing I like is there's a lot of people that didn't like this format, but the 6th seeded Philadelphia Phillies are in the World Series and at the current moment leading the World Series. So the format's good.
Yep.
It's good for the game. It really is. Poor old New York Yankees that won 101 games. Oh, and the New York Mets.
The only reason I understand what you're saying, but you got some of the teams on the 3rd division. I think one of the teams in the playoffs were 500. It's like, come on.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen, but that happens a little bit in football a lot. A team with a losing record can actually get into the playoffs because if they win their division with a losing record, their division winner, they not only do they win, they get a bye.
Yeah.
So
we don't have to play somebody that's better than us. I mean, one more.
Exactly.
There's only one bye these days now, but okay. In NFL playoffs, there's only one team gets a bye.
Really? They changed it?
Yeah. Yeah, they expanded to, 7 teams? So the first 3 games.
So the
There's 6
division
teams
winner,
playing
the
each division, each conference. There's 3 games.
I'll have to pay attention when the
And then the
Super Bowl comes around this year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Did not know that.
The NFC South is Atlanta's leading it at 4-5 or something like that. everybody else is worse. Or something like that.
Yeah. If they win the South with the losing record, they get in. What are we coming up on? Looks like right around an hour. So let me go ahead and find. Maybe this won't work. We hit the end stream. Give some shout outs here. Great Guy was second, but I'll mention him first. Tony Wallow was first, and I'll mention him second. There you go, Greg. How's that?
It's better.
Speaking of Tony Wallow, I want to give him a huge shout out for the contribution he sent me today for support of the channel. I really do appreciate it, and I realize it's mere words of thank you, but thank you very much. Chris Garrett was fourth. Robert Michael joined us for a little bit. Yvonne's Random Thoughts was there. B.H. Ringer injected his good humor earlier today. Wintermute was there. Jeff Ryman joined us both in chat and Zoom, as did Wintermute. Long Dog, which we got to get him to change his name. I just got to.
Well, the young people don't make that mistake, Ken. Just us old people do, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. I bet Long Dog is not that young, actually, though.
No, I said, but the ones that make the mistake are us, not
No,
them.
well, I mean, he's semi-retired, at least, I believe.
I think you said he was 64, maybe.
I don't know. ALD,
Electrician,
how old are
and
you?
then got into computers, I think.
Hey, did you guys see did you just see me cut out of Zoom and enter back into Zoom?
No.
Yeah, the internet just cut out for a minute and then it loaded me right back into Zoom once
What, have
internet
you got a
came back.
special cutout switch or something, Sean?
No.
Click, click.
It didn't disconnect you, though, Sean, because if it had, I would have gotten a notification on it, and I didn't get a notification.
Just a glitch in the video or something.
Something, yeah. So Long Dog might have left us already. I asked him how old he was. Either that or he's ignoring us.
He's ignoring you.
Probably.
He admitted comment he was married 42 years. I do know that.
He did say that the other day, yes. So he's not young. Anyway, we've skirted along the lines of being not a family-friendly channel long enough. I'm going to go ahead and end it. See everybody tomorrow on Zoom on Daily Davinci Debacle. We're going to continue today's debacle. Exactly how I feel about it, Rick. Good night, everybody.